Omni link established.
Keb! Keb!
I'll get to it right away, sir.
What are you babbling about? Have you even listened to a word I've said?
I've listened to your instructions. I just prefer to do things my own way.
I prefer you shut your trap and do what you're told. Explain to me exactly why you are 3,000 meters from your assigned post.
I'm improvising, sir.
You're deviating from mission parameters. I'm docking points from the exam.
I know what I'm doing.
The flight test is not an occasion to improvise. To be a full-fledged member of the Zaus Coalition, you have to follow the first rule, which is...
Always follow orders, sir.
That's right. There's always some cadet who believes they know what's best in a situation. Acting with your own conscience will get you fired, or worse, killed. This is why you failed the written test. Even though you knew the correct answers, you chose to answer with your own conscience.
You make that sound like a bad thing.
Tell me, Keb, what is it you want to be?
Welcome back to Tran Wins Omni Link. The game has left early access as of September of 2018. Today is now February of 2019. And all my saves are gone, but it looks like the story has been changed quite a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and replay the early chapters for you. I don't actually remember who these characters are. I thought Faye was the white-haired science person, but maybe not. So I have an ace pilot. Definitely not this, because I think they're the... if I remember right, they're the bad guys. An ace pilot, and I don't care as long as I'm with Faye. And I'm going to pick the third one because this is more of a visual novel rather than a flight simulator. I don't care as long as I'm with Faye.
That's right. You two seem to have grown attached. If I remember correctly, it was Faye who took you under her wing and trained you to become the pilot you are now. She could have chosen anybody, and many were willing. You might just pass your final exam because of her. Speaking of Faye, I don't see her at her designated post.
She's currently navigating the asteroid belt.
What is she doing?
Improvising, sir. Faye twirls her ship and curves her way through an asteroid field towards an enemy target. Her weapons blast forth a volley of shots, splintering the asteroids and destroying several drone ships in the process. 23! Keb hears Faye call a number over the intercom. The final test requires Keb and Faye to escort an armored frigate, but the pair abandons the frigate and chooses to destroy all threats ahead of it. How many did you get? I've maybe taken out around 8. Have you modified the blasters to the exact level of drone shield output? I did. It's the reason I've gotten as many as I have. Keb increases engine power on an approach vector. He shortens the distance to Faye's ship, while she speeds ahead to keep a distance from him. This maneuver reminded Keb of their friendship in general, which started 3 months ago. Faye was the top of her class and well-liked among peers. Keb was an orphan from birth, with no noteworthy achievements. But Keb's destiny changed when Faye picked him as her flight partner. However, she wouldn't so much as smile or talk to him unless absolutely necessary. At the same time, she left small snacks in his locker, tutored him during flight exams, always appearing the moment he needed her most. With this being their last flight together, Keb desired to change their distant relationship. Besides, he had a major crush on her since the first time they met.
Time's up. So the frigate successfully reaches its destination undamaged. Great, except for you didn't follow orders! You did, however, destroy every drone sent to attack the frigate. For now, I want you to report to... The call cuts off mid-sentence.
You lost connection? That guy annoys the heck out of me. You did that to our instructor during the final exam? Keb hears a little chuckle coming through the speakers. It starts out small, but before long, Faye is laughing hysterically. You know that you're really funny. I wanted some time alone so we can fly together. All I'm asking is 5 minutes without you running off like you normally do. Alright, I think you've earned it. But first you have to catch me! Faye speeds ahead around 2,000 meters. He can see her ship on the radar and follows the particles her afterburners leave in the void of the stars. Her maneuvers are difficult to follow, but he manages to keep up. Faye's ship stops suddenly, and Keb reverses thrusters just in time to avoid a collision. Don't do that! I almost crashed into you! Are you going to catch me? Catch you? Sure. Keb edges his ship uncomfortably close. You've done rescue simulations, haven't you? You can get closer than that. Keb's ship drifts forward. From this distance, they can see each other through the frames of both cockpits. Faye leans towards the glass to look at Keb, and he does the same. Then Faye skillfully thrusts her vessel sideways parallel to Keb's ship, and the frames touch. Kiss. As the frames touch, Keb thinks he hears a specific word. Did you just say kiss? Wait, what? You just said the word kiss. Faye fervently denies the accusation, all while blushing. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. I said that out loud? I did not. That would be the galaxy's worst indirect kiss had I said that. So I've just been indirectly kissed? Kep continues to tease, but that's just because he is stirring with uncontrolled emotions. Kep's eyes light up, and a smile appears on his face. Faye matches his contagious smile, then speeds her ship away. Faye's method of goodbye brings them closer than ever before, even though today they part. And it leaves Kep wondering what the future holds for them both. Happening at the same moment, many light years away aboard a small ship. It is time to awaken. Medical Bay, unknown ship. The atmosphere vents and new air rushes into the room. Atmospheric regeneration cycle complete. A woman coughs and struggles to open her eyes as she awakes from a long sleep. She takes a moment to steady her breathing. I can't see, and it's a little cold. The AI speaks in a soothing voice. Her vocal algorithms do not sound like a computer. The blindness will pass. Don't be so quick to move around. I don't think I have the strength. How long has it been? Since entering atmospheric regeneration, 142 years, 3 months, and 2 days. Has it really been that long? It feels like only a few days have passed. As her eyes adjust and strength returns to her body, she heads to a mirror. While looking into the mirror, she pinches her cheeks, plays with her hair, and looks deeply into her eyes. I knew there would be some side effects. I've been monitoring your condition. The regenerative process you designed is quite efficient. The state of your body is exactly what it was the day you entered the chamber. Maybe on the inside. And while my appearance is mostly the same on the outside, there is one thing that has changed. I see what you mean. Besides that minor difference, you're as healthy and young as you were before. She breathes out a sigh of relief and gives a tearful smile. The smile quickly fades. I assume since you've wakened me, it's returned. It's time. Alright, so I have 3 difficulty levels. On easy, looks like you take less damage, and hard and extreme, you take full damage. On easy, the virus forces appear in small numbers, and on hard, you might get stopped, or extreme, fight the virus as it was meant to be. On easy, combat is easier, but key battles still provide challenge. Hard, combat gets trickier during large battles if you don't manage your fleet. And extreme, difficulty may require you to start the game over. I don't know. Let's try extreme, I guess.
From the outermost edges of space,
An entity known as the virus awakes from its deep sleep.
an ancient evil,
So powerful, few know its true purpose or are capable of stopping it.
there was an ancient prophecy.
Found among a dead civilization that warned of this day.
The walls are closing in.
As the virus begins its cleansing of the galaxy, one equally as powerful must rise up to stop it.
A hero will rise.
Chapter 1.
Come in, Command. This is Roan. I've reached the Carolum system.
This is Zaus Handler 26 receiving your call.
Why another resource mission? I should be in the elite military arm of Zaus, protecting the galaxy from the virus.
Since you have a natural talent for disobeying orders, these are the types of missions you get. You've complained about this for 2 years.
So I scored a lousy 24% on the written exam. I scored 95% in tactical combat and should be fighting with Faye on the front lines.
Your friend is serving her purpose just like you are. Navigate your ship and touch the resources using WASD to go up, down, left, and right. The left-right mouse buttons use ship abilities if available. The radar in the top right of your monitor shows your location. You're the green triangle. Other green triangles are friendly. Red is enemy, gray is neutral. Blue and yellow are for planets and structures respectively. Top left of your monitor shows your life, energy, and ability bars.
My talent is wasted. Is the virus a real threat or not?
Reflect on what may be the rest of your life.
Keb approaches the vessel floating lifeless among the asteroids. Come in, unidentified ship. Is anyone aboard? Can I offer assistance? The ship emits light as if powering up. Error. Initializing backup systems. Rebooting. Humanoid and ship not recognized. Please identify yourself. My name is Keb. I'm part of the Zaus Coalition. Who am I speaking with? Type unit artificial intelligence pilots the ship. All other information is restricted. Such an attractive voice for an artificial intelligence. I thought you were a woman. Where do you come from? All other information is restricted. I get it. You're only programmed to introduce yourself. Then could you give me your name? My designation is D. Memory allocation error. Sounds like you have a damaged memory core. If you let me look at your systems, I may be able to assess the problem. Type in the name you wish to call the unknown AI. Uh-oh. Is there no default name? What happens if I hit continue? Oh, that's an unfortunate name. I wondered if there's gonna be click here or default name. Okay, let me redo this segment. If you let me look at your systems, I may be able to assess the problem. Click here. The AI is silent while it contemplates the name you gave it. I don't think click here fits who I am. But you must have put effort into it. Does the name have any significance to you? Well, sort of. Try again. Wish to have an identity. Never knew a talking computer could have preferences. How about I take that D you started for and name you Dawn? What is the meaning of this word? It refers to the first appearance of light and awakening. The AI is silent again while it contemplates the name you gave it. I will not object if you insist on calling me by this designation. I didn't insist, but I have a feeling you'd like it. A real person would anyways. A red light flashes across the communications panel. Keb wastes no time in answering the call sent on a priority frequency.
Our long-range scanners have picked up the alien vessel near your location. This is a level 10 priority. You must destroy it immediately.
Say that again, Zaus. Did you say destroy the alien ship?
The ship is extremely dangerous. You must destroy it now.
I'm engaged in contact with the ship. The pilot is missing and the AI is harmless.
Are you disobeying a direct order? Destroy the ship now or you're fired.
Heck no, I like this AI. I don't think so. Your name's something you grow attached. This ship is harmless while I'm sitting you freaking... 9703 communication error. Communication intercepted. Elevated hostility present. Threat level increased to red. Hold on a second, I'm not your enemy. The current situation has threatened my directive. Survival is crucial to error. Memory fragments erased. You and your ship will be eliminated. My scans show your ship is not equipped with any weapons. You may not be in a position to challenge me. My capabilities and technology are far superior to your ship. Morphic duplication records corrupted. You keep blurting out random errors. Shouldn't we talk this through first? I can still duplicate the ship in front of me, even if it is technologically primitive. Morphic duplication process started. Why can't I fire? Oh, I am firing. I just couldn't tell. But yeah, they can strafe, but I don't think I can, which is lame. Now, I remember trying to defeat this ship the first time, and I was taking a really long time flying around. Hit the flashing eject button quickly. Both ships collide in a large explosion of colors. Keb finds himself looking at the stars from under the ship, but first he notices his body. What the? Ah! The AI's voice coming from the ship's computer is aware of his intrusion. How did you get aboard my ship? Not even the AI knew what had happened. Dang, that stings, but at least I'm alive. I'll ask again, how did you get aboard my ship? Keb doesn't hear the question. I'm alive, he repeats, hardly able to believe it. You seem to place more importance on repeating that phrase than answering my question. Finally, he pulls himself back to reality. The pains of his injury slowly decrease, and he's able to speak. My presence here is not the only mystery. As we battled, my attacks damaged my own ship. My analysis suggests that your ship got damaged because you were attacking yourself. That doesn't make any sense. The morphic duplication process must have malfunctioned and linked through quantum entanglement. Can you please explain that again in terms I can understand? Upon duplication, our ship became one entity down to the electrons. You cannot consider what is happening to one as being independent from the other. After the explanation, Keb noticed the intruder alert is still sounding on the bridge. Understanding what happened doesn't change what happens now. Please explain. I expect you'll want to get rid of your level red intruder. To that end, I could remove the atmosphere thin bridge or eject you into space, but I do not feel the need to eliminate you at this time. My analysis of you has changed. The alarm stops ringing. That's comforting to know. So what happens between us now? The ship's computer buzzed with activity and Keb glances toward the cockpit. A greater threat approaches. A Siphon-class vessel is charging weapons at an intercept course. Siphon class? A bounty hunter then. Process for duplication in under system repair. Evasive maneuvers is advised. Maybe we should get out of here. Kep places his hands on the control panels in front of him. The walls and cockpit disappear. The vastness of space appears on all sides, including below his feet. Many displays pop into view, showing all kinds of information. Keb panics and stands up. His head hits some invisible metal panels above, and he falls back into his chair. It only appears that the walls have vanished. By just pondering the distance to the enemy, a translucent radar appears into view. He thinks about weapons, speed, and control, and more information appears. This is incredible! Keb's natural talent shows. As he learns the controls in a matter of minutes, Keb spins the ship in circles, and then bursts into near light speed away from the asteroid belt. Lockout initiated. Lockout initiated. The cockpit returns to its normal state. You are not my pilot. We have an approaching enemy. Let me help. It is true that my systems are at peak performance when I have a pilot. Then let me fly the ship. It's what I do best. Lockout released. Then it is only fitting that as my pilot, you receive an alias. A new name which will carve for you an identity. So I probably shouldn't use click here, huh? What did we name our character last time? I'm gonna turn this blank and see what happens now. Ship functions are still being repaired. I'll handle this, Don. No need to worry. So it actually just lets me be blank. Keb straightens his jacket and presses what appears to be the communications button. A view screen lights up. This is blank. Whatever the problem is, I'm sure we can talk this out like gentlemen. Pick a name for the artificial intelligence. If you let me look at your systems, I may be able to assess the problem, Don. The AI is silent while it contemplates the new name. This name you give me, Don. How did you come to pick this name? I felt kind of sorry for you, to be honest. Lost memories and a forgotten name, so I wanted to give you something meaningful. Dawn refers to the first appearance of light, an awakening. When the AI speaks again, its tone is softer as if its mood has changed. I will not object if you insist on calling me by this designation. I didn't insist, but at least it will work temporarily until you remember who you are. A red light flashes across the communications panel. I looked up the video. My first Omni Link episode, and it is Firehawk. Ship functions are still being repaired. I'll handle this, Don. No need to worry. Keb straightens his jacket and presses what appears to be the communications button. A view screen lights up. This is Firehawk. Whatever the problem, I'm sure we can talk this out like gentlemen. I detected a ship explosion on scanners. I'm happy to see that it was not my target. Surrender your vessel and I won't have to annihilate you. This happens to be an advanced piece of alien technology that can wipe the stars with your ship, and the ace pilot, Firehawk, is at the helm. Keb relinquishes his new alias for a second time. It makes him feel important as he says it. What kind of code name is Firehawk? You're not even the target, that ship is. You haven't heard of me yet. Hold on, I just scanned your face. Looks like some information is coming in. According to the personnel file from Zaus, your real name is Keb. It looks like a bounty was posted as of a few minutes ago. A kill on sight 11 credit reward. You have to start somewhere. It hurts my reputation just speaking to you. However, you are inside my target, and something has to be done about that. Don't do anything you'll regret. It feels like my insides are rupturing. Keb grabs his side with his arm and covers his mouth. He coughs twice and notices blood on his hand. It seems you are biologically unable to handle a quantum burst. Your vital signs are dangerously low. A quantum burst is an instant ship teleportation of unlimited distance. Dawn requires a personal connection to the location. Perfect calibration between ship and pilot needed, or it may prove fatal. I'd call it an organ burst! Warn me next time. I feel like I'm dying. How do I get out of this thing? You cannot leave unless you wish to suffocate in the vacuum of space. A device emerges from the ship and pricks his arm. The computer's voice, which oddly sounds exactly like Dawn's, states, "Analyzing sample." What did you do that for? I need a sample of DNA to make sure your species is capable of piloting my ship. I've already deduced your intelligence level based upon our conversations. And? It's passable. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I can now begin the atmospheric medication. A spraying sound emanates as fresh air seeps into the cockpit. Atmospheric regeneration is used to restore our body through rapid cell regeneration. An enriched atmosphere surrounds the body and is absorbed through breathing rich nutrients and life-sustaining regeneration. It has other applications where health is perfectly maintained and life is extended over long periods of time. The technology was destroyed shortly after it was invented, to the distraught of those seeking a proverbial fountain of youth. I'm feeling a little loopy. Your vital signs are returning to normal, but you'll need a rest. In time, you will heal completely. What can't you do? Tell me about your duplication ability again. Press the Q key, and you will see the current database of ships I know how to duplicate. Select a ship and press the call button to morph me into it. Hit E to change back into Morpher while not in dialogue. If you select the ship and click Support button, I will pilot the ship for you if it's not being used. You hit Recall button to return a ship. You cannot recall a ship you are piloting. The info bar at the top middle of your screen shows important main mission information. This is your fuel amount, used for intergalactic travel. So what do we do now? I came to this sector to investigate an abandoned station built by my people. I want to see if it is still functional. They may have a solution to my medical situation. I'll try to find the station. Let's go ahead and make a save now. To enter structures, press the E key. Text will pop up and say press E to enter. If not, you cannot visit the place yet. It looks fully operational, but there are no signs of life. You wipe the sweat off your face, wondering what you're doing here. Maybe there's a chance to get this working again and escape the sector. You give out a call on every frequency you can think of. There is no return. Attempting to connect to mainframe. Initializing backup systems. Rebooting. Omni-link established. Omni-link must be another cool thing you can do. This structure was built by my people, the Astro Empire. Seems like the only two things you can't remember is your name and your primary objective. With Omni-link, I am able to control, manipulate, and observe anything that happens to technology. Would that mean you're connected to all forms of technology across the galaxy? Only if I formed a link, though it would seem the places I once knew are gone. Mind telling me more of this Astro Empire? You are not authorized access to that information. In other words, you don't trust me. You are just not authorized access to that information. Maybe over time you'll trust me. I'm stuck with you while you recover from your quantum space burst thingy. Apologies. I did not know human biology was so sensitive. What's our next move? With an energy source, this facility may become operational again. Hit Q to review mission information. Find a crystal to deposit. Find crystal, deposit in facility. Got it. There's a jamming signal of sorts interfering with scanning. This station is abandoned. There is not a person available to repair your ship. If I throw a crystal into the power generator, it might give it enough juice to manufacture a ship. Use Morpher and harvest the crystal with your flame ability. Press E to exit your ship if you are not Morpher already. Just wanted to see if I could actually just shoot it apart. Once the station absorbs the energy of the crystal, you'll get to see a ship designed by my people. I get to keep it, right? Since you blew up my only ship, you owe me. The ship is a civilian D-class vessel called Bumble. It's only equipped with engines for interplanetary spaceflight, regenerative armor, and pulse cannons. You're kidding me. That's D-class? We're not Astro military A-classes. You're sitting in it. Morpher is a prototype military starship, capable of morphic duplication, quantum entanglement, Yes, I've heard it already and find myself disappointed. All that power and only a torch. With Morpher, you can also scan your environment using the right mouse button. Still not as cool as Bumble. Coolness is irrelevant, nor is it useful in battle. Neither is a torch or scanner, just saying. He's just circling me, wonder why. I know I need to touch that, but I wanted to scan him, but alright. You've absorbed a new ship. Now morph into it. Simply select a new ship and click Call. You can assign the unused ships into your fleet with the support button. Remember, you cannot summon a ship if you are piloting already, but all other ships I can control. Some ships offer secondary abilities. Click the right mouse button to activate those. Where should we head next? It is important I build a fleet, update my morphic duplication database. Since my ship records are erased, I'm vulnerable. Take me to places where I can absorb more ships. We go to Deadlock Station and Nabulon System. They sell ships there. The only reason I gather a fleet of ships is to prepare for war. Could this be related to your mission? In truth, I don't remember. I must find my creator. I'm sure they will contact me soon. Any chance you can scan for hyperdrive fuel? We can't leave the sector without it. I detect the fuel needed in this station. This is a Nukar fueling depot. The Nukar people don't take kindly to humans. Why would they? We look as ugly to them as they do to us.
Oh yes, there we are. Come in. Hideous human! I want nothing to do with you. Go away! No deliveries, no pickups. You are not welcome here.
Scanning indicates only one humanoid is aboard the station. There are 500 metric tons of irelium fuel stored in cargo. Come in, Urukar Station. Do you read me?
This is Ukar Station. We aim to please. Not a human. Why are you here, human?
Take it easy. Believe me, if I wasn't such a tight spot, I wouldn't be contacting you.
You aren't so ugly I might want to talk.
I really can't take this anymore. Why don't you let me beam down to the station? You can tell me that to my face.
I guess what I'm looking at must not have been your face then.
Oh, you got me good with that one.
Look, I'm gonna do you a favor since you're such a nice guy. I'm gonna give you some fuel, but first you need to do something for me.
Sure, whatever.
There is one of Notri's junker ships roaming the area. It's bad for business. Get rid of him and I'll fill up your tank. I want proof that they're gone too.
Find the junker ship and get rid of him by any means. Got it.
Unless you got an appointment, scram.
What, so I just gotta shoot him? That seems a little mean.
What's the big idea, you creep?
No harm done. I've been trying to get your attention.
You've been following me for a while and it's starting to bug me.
And the Ukar that lives at the station doesn't really like you. I was wondering. I mean, if it isn't a problem, you can leave this sector of space. I could pay you.
Depends on how much you've got.
I only have 10 credits. But maybe I could issue an IOU or something.
You lie. I bet you have 25 credits. I'll take that and whatever else you've got on your ship.
I'm detecting fluctuations in his energy core. He's powering weapons. I'm taking evasive maneuvers. He's really not damaging much. From all the junkers I've met, this is always the outcome. Although it is not the preferred method, destroying ships is one way to obtain new ones. If that's the case, you have plenty of opportunities for new ships. I get attacked all the time. Ships may also drop credits, what we use for money, and health wards for a quick energy boost. If you're having difficulty, Firehawk, I can fight your battles for you. Select the ship and hit the support button. I can control as many ships as you like. Let us return to the station and receive our fuel as promised by the Ukar.
Looks like you did what you were told.
And what about my fuel?
We gave you a full tank. Use that to leave the sector at once.
I'm detecting a fleet of ships headed our direction. Find the nearest jump gate and escape the area. You must have fuel and be piloting a ship to enter a gate. Well, if you've ever seen me play these games, you know that I'm gonna at least try to put up some sort of fight. I'm curious, are they gonna attack that ship by any chance? Like, will their shots hit it? No, it's not. It's just hitting me. Okay. That sounds like money. Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, I'm getting money off of this. I'm getting rich off of this. Oh man, I got a lot of money now.
Systems failing.
I think try hard to despawn, and I think that's why I'm getting credits. In order to flee, they just sort of despawn and die, and I get credits for it, is what I'm assuming is going on. I just beast moded that entire Starfleet. I have defeated every one of those enemies in this system, and I have 6,000 bucks. So here's what I think's going on. Anytime the enemy was far enough away, they would despawn, give me credits, but then come back with full health. If they fled to the end of the screen, they would, again, respawn. So what I had to do is lure them to the center, ignore everybody else, kill off one, but this sector is at peace. And I am wealthy! Alright, so that's a really good start to the first episode, I think. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Omni Link.